Bishop Tudor Bismark's ministry is not just about the pulpit. It is about action. A visionary with a heart for the people, his philanthropic efforts continues to touch countless lives, building schools, supporting orphanages, and providing aid to the vulnerable.
We don't do enough. I'll start that way, but the way it started was we went to preach in a certain place in Concession, Glendale, and we went to preach for Pastor Sibanda. His phone number was 248. So we got there at 9:30. We sacrificed our Sunday morning service to go be with him. So when we got there at 10 minutes to 10, he wasn't there. 10 o'clock, 10:15, 10:30, he wasn't there. By 11:15, I was ready. And so he comes at 11. I'm saying, but you, Pastor Zibanda, you were an hour late. He says, I'm so sorry, Pastor Bismark. He said, I want you to buy you and Pastor Chichi a Coke. So I was on the side of the road selling peanuts in a Vaseline lid. So I had to sell 6 Vaseline lids for 1 Coke. Oh, I felt bad. So from that day, I started supporting him financially, and from that day, I paid his telephone bill. From that day. And then there was a Pastor Maskam in Chikonohono, in Chinoi, the same thing. And then there was Pastor Ali, Waterloo Farm, near Headlands. And then I met Pastor Dakwa, who went by Pastor Sibanda. I started helping him and his brother. We started churches in Koroi, Mondoro, Nyanga area, Marondera, Chiota, Chikari, and so I started supporting them. And some of the places we went to, there were schools. And so we started looking after a handful of children. But with our revival in Epworth, which was a major revival, there was a guy that got saved there who went and shared the gospel with his family in Toko. That whole work started from this very place here. I used to be with Pastor Mpofu, Bishop Mpofu used to be with me. We were starting churches everywhere in Zimbabwe. And so one day, he had come to tell me that he had a dream. And in his dream, he saw a very big snake. And the snake had 3 horns. And in that dream, he was trying to break the horns on the snake's head. He said the Lord told him, no, the big horn in the middle, that's Bishop Kuti. He's the only one that can break that one. And the one on the right, that's Bishop Bismark. He'll break that one. And he mentioned the 3rd person. So I said to him, well, let's go. So we came here to Epworth. And we drove around all of Epworth. And so I left him here at 12:30, went to town, took Pastor Chichi to lunch. When I got back, he was waiting for me at the spot. Because he had prayed for a lady who had a very bad leg. Her foot was swollen, leg was swollen. Blood and pus were coming out. And her son-in-law was taking her in a wheelbarrow to a traditional healer. So he prayed for her and the bleeding stopped. So he said, my bishop is coming, he'll pray for you. So he let me here. And we came into these premises behind. And there were some people that had gathered. We prayed for the lady. And instantly, that big swelling, it was massive, went down. And the pain was gone. She started screaming. The family was rejoicing. We preached to them. I left here at about 4:30 to go pick up Pastor Chichi. We came back here at 7. People had gathered, had church that night. Pastor Mpofu slept here. He was evangelizing. We had church the next night, 3rd night, 4th night. And the revival broke out. There was church every night for weeks. And then in those weeks, a young man came to see me at the office and to say that he was one that was touched here. And his name is Noah Paua. He was touched and he took a message to his family that were having challenges in Mutoko. So I said, well, let's go. So I went to Mutoko with him and I met the family there. So he asked me if I can preach to his family. So I went. There were 7 of them. And I started with them. And the church there in Chimukopa started with 7 people. And then I noticed the school. So I went to ask the headmaster, if we could help with the school. And so we offered to pay the school fees. I said, but we won't give you money. We'll build a whole block, because there was one block. They were on ground level. So we said, we'll build the whole block, put on a roof, furnish it, and that'll go for school fees. Then we learned they had no water. So when we went then to start, we noticed that all the children didn't have a toothbrush. At least they said they didn't. And we had just started our medical program in Porter Farm. So we took the unit there. Every child got a toothbrush, toothpaste, comb, soap, wash rag, satchel. And then the chiefs and the sabukus came out and said, yes, you are definitely a man of God. I said, for toothpaste, I'm a man of God. They said, no, you're changing people's lives. So they gave us the piece of land. We built that church. And so Chimukopa became the first of many projects. I started others in Hatcliffe. We had a medical program in school there that was taken away from us. That's another story. And then I started another one. We had 5 orphanages, Porter Farm. We had one in Mutari, one in Bulayo, one on the Rusapi Road. We kind of like closed them down because there was a lot of abuse.
Thank you, Life, for promoting holistic development.
Received a donation, a bowl donation. We now have a reliable source of clean, safe water for our children.
We have been playing hide and seek with diseases, and safe water was the only option. Both young and adults enjoyed the hot springs, like deer playing waters. So was our heart for a helper. It's a new life at Chimukopa. Thank you.
Information and communication technology was a mystery at Chimukopa Primary School. We only have 3 desktops. Today we are happy and grateful Mr. Bismark and New Life Church has done it again. Thank you.
We are grateful to New Life. It has brought us desktops. As we now have 10 sets of desktops. We also have Wi-Fi, internet, and also the solar system for us to be able to operate even if we don't have electricity.
Today, we are very, very happy that our dream, something that we thought maybe was a figment of our own imagination, has now come true. We now have a computer lab.
Associate School, I think I'm saying his name right, Mr. Alpha Neta. Yes, we want to talk because we also want to partner with you and to school. We want to do more. And we will do more. The greatest killer in Africa is poverty. And the byproducts of poverty are many. There were some donations and gifts that have not arrived, unfortunately. We have toothpaste and toothbrushes for every child. Those have not arrived. I'm hoping that we can be here on The Saturday before Easter Sunday, we shall be here.
Ndinofunga kuti tichange tiri pano Saturday tisati tasvika Easter Sunday.
Pastor Chitoko is hosting a conference. We will be here on that day. And we present to the school the toothbrushes and toothpaste for all the children. We thank God for enabling this borehole. Finding water here was not very easy, because our plan was to do at least 3. It's just that we couldn't find the water from my reports. I'm very looking forward to partnering with the headmaster for our school. Is it Kasindi? Kasindi School? Chihutsi School. We want to do something. We are here in Epworth, Komoramwari, a place where, of course, we started our church here, which went to Mutoko, and we used to come and pray here. So we'd have revival services there. We'd evangelize in the day, we'd come and pray there. There are so many people that pray every day. There are many, many white common people that pray. And this is really a place that's been separated by the people, maybe even by the Holy Spirit, as God's mountain, Komoramwari. And it's here that thousands of people have prayed, tens of thousands. And some of what we have achieved in the Mutoko area and beyond, we attribute it to our prayers place. And I was just here saying a prayer to God to thank Him for 50 years of ministry and thank Him for moments and precious times like this. There are not very many that can have a testimony of church or churches. There's still a couple of Jabola churches in this area. But from this, I would say, holy place. And I want to thank God for His blessing and thank God for answering our prayers. Komoramwari in Epworth.
Bishop Tudor Bismark's legacy is one of compassion and action, a testament to the belief that faith must be lived out through service. His philanthropic efforts have not only transformed communities, but have also inspired countless individuals to join in the mission of giving back.
Chiitiko icho chaitwa neNew Life achisi kubatsira chikoro chete. Tikatarisa chikoro ichi chiri maMutize village. Mutize village ine mahouseholds anokwanira 79. Wese wachabatsirikana ipapo. Katsande village ine mavillage anokwanira 40. Wese wachabatsirikana ipapo. Dandara village ine mavillage anokwanira 41. Wese wachabatsirikana ipapo. Saka toona kuti inotobatsira more than 100 families. Tikazotaisawo futi pamabusiness center pedu paChimukopa, hawana mvura, vachanga vachibatsirikana futi kubva nebhohoro irori. Iyo maticha vari pachikoro wese vari 12 vanobatsirikana, pane 12 families vanenge vachitobatsirikana futi nebhohoro irori. Saka ndikuona kuti bhohoro iri riri kubatsira zvakanyanyisa.
In a world often filled with challenges, Bishop Bismarck's unwavering commitment to philanthropy serves as a beacon of hope, reminding us all that together we can create change, uplift the marginalized, and build a future where love and compassion reign.